There are so many meal kit services out there, and they all seem to make the same claim that they're as cheap or cheaper than shopping at the grocery store, and they will deliver it right to your house. So I thought that some of these services were going to be cheaper than others. If that's true, it's by mere pennies because they all basically are $9 a portion. So if you are trying to feed a family of four, I really don't believe that there's a correct meal kit service for that just because it is so expensive. And I don't think kids will eat a lot of the food. I think these services are much better for couples or single people. They do have options for family of four meal kits, but they may only be $7 to $8 a portion, but for trying to feed your kids at home, that's probably more than you'd even spend for them at most restaurants. So I do get the price down quite a lot just because most of the portions I cut in half. You really have to be careful with these meal kits because they look healthy, they taste healthy, but they can be 800 to 1,000 calories per portion. So I will get the meal kit for two and divide it into four and eat half of that. And then, my price point has dropped down drastically. I haven't found a service where the portions were big enough that I could divide them more than that. However, sometimes if I'm going to do a lot of cooking, like if I'm going to be making mashed potatoes and peeling potatoes, I'll go to the store and buy a few more potatoes because one company sent me one potato for two people to share and I had to spend 10 to 20 minutes prepping it. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do all that work of peeling and mashing and boiling for one potato. That's ridiculous. So there are a few things like that where I'll stretch out the side dishes or add in my own salad, and that will cut down the costs a lot. So I think it depends on the quality of food that you're buying at the grocery store, because some of the cuts of meat I've gotten have been really, really nice and probably nicer than what I could even find at my grocery store, but they're more money. It comes with a lot of fresh herbs, which at my grocery store are $3 to $4 each. And then the bad thing is that if I buy a thing of basil, it always goes black because I don't need a whole thing of basil. I need a few leaves of basil. So for me, being a single person, it's meal kits do end up being about the same amount of money, and I live further away from the grocery store, so to have it delivered right to my house is actually a huge cost saving and a huge time saver for me. So for a huge family, I really don't think it's the way to go. Hopefully they'll be able to create a more economical service for that because I don't think most of your kids are going to be eating, $7 to $8 worth of food. And some of the food, if they're picky eaters, they may not touch at all. So for me, yeah, the claims they make about it being as cheap as the grocery store are actually true if I factor in, the cost of driving and everything and the quality. And there's also some ingredients that I would not even be able to find in my grocery store. Could I make a cheaper dinner? Yes. Could I make a dinner with the same ingredients they use and the same quality they use for less money? No. So I think if you want to sign up for these and stay signed up long term, you need to, budget crunch. And I also don't live in an area where couponing is an option. So, that wouldn't save me money either over meal kit services. So for me, it works out great. It's very convenient. It takes a lot off of my mine to not have to plan meals. I just click a few pictures of what I want. So for me, it works great. For a larger family, it might not be as cost effective. So please leave your comments below. I will be doing a series on what I believe the 5 best meal kit services are and which ones you should avoid. So subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.